Hello, everybody. It's a cold one out there indeed all day long, and the coldest of the air is yet to arrive. We have dangerous wind chills across the valley that will continue. Your forecast details begin right now.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, as we take a look across the lower 48, we have very quiet conditions here. A batch of snow continuing from areas north of Kansas City all the way into Omaha and into central parts of the state of Iowa. Big time snow, sleet, and, well, ridiculous precipitation working its way through the Gulf Coast states. Let's take a look at what's going on in our neck of the woods, and it was so cold today. How cold was it? Well, those lows got down to ridiculousness out there, with some areas having actual air temperatures in southwest North Dakota near 40 degrees below zero. That's the actual air temperature. That was out in Bowman County out there, and temperatures today have been pretty paltry, to say the least. But as we continue through the next 24 to 48 hours, our temperatures will get even colder in some areas. Let's go ahead and take a look at the facts with regards to temperatures. And again, if you're watching Hutch's Weather, first of all, I appreciate each and every one of you taking a minute on my Facebook page. Go to Hutch Johnson, Chief Meteorologist, click the follow button. The growth has been incredible, and I thank each and every one of you who have done so. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, click subscribe. All right, here's a look at your temperatures. Air temperatures tonight, 21 below in Fargo, not nearly as cold in Grand Forks, 29 below in Fergus Falls, near 30 below in Wadena. Those are air temperatures. So we'll see this slant of cold air all the way from the oil patch right here, but I do think there are areas down here in south central North Dakota, right along the South Dakota border here, that are going to be even colder than advertised by this particular model. And in fact, once again, I think we will see temperatures approaching 35 below zero in places with fresh, deep snow once again. So bundle up for that. It's flannel all week long. Bemidji, Babe the Blue Ox says 23 below for your temperature to start your day. Wednesday morning in Thief River, 21 below, 24 below in Warroad, Minnesota. Factor in the winds that'll be out there at around 15 miles per hour at times, and we're going to have wind chills here in the valley that'll be 40 to 50 degrees below zero. That means exposed skin can freeze in mere moments. And here is a look at the cold weather advisories and warnings that we have here in the Northern Plains. Let's show you that real quickly. And it's not pretty, folks, as we continue with that bitter cold and dangerous air across the region. So as we see, we have that cold weather warning in place for many of our northern counties into the oil patch, Minot, Bismarck, and areas into the James River Valley. The other light blue shades, including almost all of northern Minnesota, all the rest of North Dakota, and most of Montana, are under a cold weather advisory as we go through. So, well, dangerously cold weather will continue. And if you are traveling south, by the way, do know this. You hit Sioux Falls and go point south, there is a winter storm that will be taking place in many of these areas with very heavy snow and wind that will accompany this storm system. And you're looking at areas like Kansas City, Missouri, Beatrice, and parts of southeastern Nebraska, Hays, Kansas, out to Topeka, Kansas, and then into central and northern Missouri. The storm system will work its way through Des Moines as well, and it will make its way towards Chicago there, where we have a winter weather advisory. We have ongoing winter storm conditions out near the nation's capital and Richmond at this particular time, with more snow expected to impact the elevated terrain of the mountains of California. Okay, back to our digits here after we talked about our cold weather. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will not be very warm. I want to point this out. We'll have afternoon temperatures in the teens below for some of you up north, and it does look like we'll have single digits below zero here in the south, but not cold enough on the model here, where I've circled with my very careful crayon areas that I anticipate will be about 8 to 12 degrees colder than you see advertised here, with high temperatures that'll be in that, well, let's just call it 5 to 15 degree below category throughout the day, with wind chills that will be biting the old earlobes thanks to up to 15 to 20 mile per hour winds out there. Wind chills again near that 40 to 50 degree below category in many areas. The cold will continue across the area. Check out the morning lows on Thursday. Colder still. Fargo's coldest to date, 23 below. So we'll be as cold as we've been all season Wednesday and Thursday morning across the area, with high temperatures below zero in Fargo. It's tough to hold us below zero, but we're going to manage to do it for a couple of days. Then, as we go down through the forecast period, Friday will bring the region's next chance of snow. To me, it does not look like a big deal here in Fargo or in northern Minnesota. Southern Minnesota, South Dakota, yes, you'll have measurable snow. For our area, a few tenths of an inch is what I'm expecting. And geez, still a freeze on the weekend with temperatures in the sub-zero category in the morning and near zero for the afternoon. And old Uncle Frosticles sticks around well into next week as well as we continue through. That's a look at your weather. Let's take a look at your questions and see if we've gotten any. Thanks again for watching. Nellie says, should I leave now to drive to Lincoln, Nebraska from Fargo, or will I be okay leaving at 10? Nellie, I'm going to answer your question right now. Thank you for asking it. Let's get you a route specific forecast, because anyone traveling down to the south, I want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on. And I want to make sure that you know this. HutchesWeather.com has our region covered. So if you go to HutchesWeather.com, Nellie, I want to make sure that you realize that on there, you can click on the button that says road conditions. And I put together a very comprehensive list of the region area, 511 pages, or the road condition pages. So if you click on the road conditions button right here, you're going to go ahead and see all of these states: North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Colorado, Manitoba, and Montana, Wyoming included. So if your route takes you through, which it will, parts of Iowa and South Dakota, you can get the latest there. And as far as Nebraska goes, you can get most of your route covered right there. Now let's take a look at what we have going on with regards to your forecast. To do that, I'm going to pull up a 48-hour model, because you want to know about the near-term forecast. So let me get to that real quick. Pardon me while my eyeballs are searching for the right product here, because this is ad lib, right? That's what we do. All right, taking a look at the forecast, we have very cold high pressure over us right now. That cold high pressure is keeping us very quiet here and shifting the whole storm track down to the south. I've been talking about this for the last several days. Now, I'm going to go back a model run or two to get us back into one that will take us out through most of your forecast period. Notice, well, let's see if you can notice. What I'm going to do is just lift this model up so you can see down south all the way to Sioux Falls and point south. Here's the storm system beginning to evolve as we head through the 10 o'clock hours tonight. And then, boom, here we go with increasing winds and heavy bands of snow. We're talking between Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and point south into parts of western Iowa. So as you're going into western Iowa and really dancing along that I-29 corridor there on the border, the snow will basically be persistent. Here comes the wind picking up as we go through Wednesday, and the time frame here is 10 in the morning. So anytime that you travel tomorrow, things will be pretty icy and dicey in that route, and then this system starts shifting off to the east a little bit as we head through the time period. Let's see if I can pull up some more specifics. Pardon me while I stretch that map down as far as I possibly can. So we'll go over this one more time. You can kind of see the Omaha area all the way into northwest Missouri there by well, the southeast corner of Nebraska. So from Omaha and point south, it looks mighty dicey as your trip will ensue. And this time frame is going to be overnight tonight. It will be exiting as we go into the day tomorrow with improving conditions with regards to likely visibility up north, and then down south here as we go into the afternoon hours on your Wednesday. The wind will still be rocking out of the north and east, but the snowfall will have gone through and will be on the way out. So let me take a look one more time at your questions. Hi, Ann Jeanette, good to have you on board. Thank you for watching from Bismarck, North Dakota. Minto joining in. Jane, good to have you on. And Nellie, I got to tell you what, looking at your route, and is it okay leaving at 10 p.m. Fargo? Let's see. Leave now to drive? I'll tell you what, if you leave tonight and you're driving down there, I do know it takes, what, about 6 hours to get down to Sioux Falls and a little more than that to get down to Nebraska. So as you're talking about that Omaha area, and Lincoln, right? So Lincoln and Omaha, by Wednesday morning, if you leave at 10 o'clock tonight, you'll be driving through some wind and some snow that'll be working its way through that area for sure. So leave now. The sooner the better. You're going to hit snow no matter you leave now or if you're leaving at 10 p.m. You're going to hit snow. And the better bet, well, it's exiting tomorrow. The snow will have fallen, and the quieter travel conditions will ensue. You're good to go all the way tonight through about that, say, Sioux Falls, South Dakota area. And then south of there, you'll just have to play it by ear with regards to those road conditions. I hope that helps in yours. Nellie, I hope that helps you along your way. Marlene, Jamestown checking in. Good to have you on board. Thanks again for your support. Please remember hutchesweather.com. Hutchesweather.com has all of your weather information, including my most recent videos there. For now, it looks very cold. I will have more details on my YouTube channel coming up here after a bit regarding the big time storms that are heading into the Central Plains states. And oh, by the way, not only do we have to worry about that, but you have to worry about that risk of severe weather for tomorrow in the Southern Plains. I know you're not traveling down there, but isolated tornadoes, a real risk. And I spoke about this last night in my national video on my YouTube channel. It was live, so go check those videos out. I'll leave a link at the bottom of this for that. And in fact, I can probably do that right now as I'm working my way through this. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. But for now, let's see here. Okay. Where is it? And here it is. I apologize. So I'm just going to put this in the comments here, and you can see a little bit more on the national weather from the perspective of last night's forecast, and that's actually coming to fruition. And we'll have an update on what we're expecting in the next 24 hours with round 2 that's moving from Omaha into that Chicago area. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday evening. I hope you stay warm. And remember, thanks again for watching Hutch's Weather, hutchesweather.com anytime.